Hey, good morning guys. I'm the Tech Prepper. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, a little bit before 8 a.m. local time. Anyways, I'm up here on another peak. I'm activating Apache Butte. It is Whiskey 7 Alpha stroke Mike November 095. And I wasn't planning on doing a video up here for SOTA. That's not the intention. Instead, I wanted to try out some more gear. This is the new Torrid Apex jacket. Just giving it a try, and it is feeling fantastic. I'm nice and toasty again. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit up here right now. So let's talk about my cheat sheets. I'm a relatively new ham, even though I've been licensed for 3 years. I've only been on the air for about 8 months and have only had my general for, I think, maybe 3 months of that time. So there's a lot of things that I just can't recall from memory. So I make these laminated, roughly 3x5 cards for myself, and at the end of this video I'll show you how I make those and even share the template that I use with you guys. But the first one is a local contact list, and this is for the summits on the air for the Phoenix area. And I just want to be able to start making a connection between the call sign and the first names, and it just helps me. And right now I'm actually finding that I'm using this cheat sheet a lot less given the number of peaks I'm actually activating. The second cheat sheet, which I'm not going to carry for the most part anymore, I do create special ones for special events like Winter Field Day, which was last month. So this one contains basically the operating window, the allowed bands, some mini rules around the contest, and the contest exchange. So it's just easy. I don't want to have to look anything up more than just taking a quick glance at this card. The next one, I have an Arizona VHF band plan, and the band plan does change a little bit from area to area, and I find it useful to find the band plan in your area, and then I just dump them down to these cards here. So this one is primarily for 2 meters. I don't have my 70 centimeter one with me. I don't operate much on 70 centimeters. The next one is a condensed version of the ARRL band plan, and this is all the way from, let's see here, 6 meters all the way up to 80 meters, and that's because those are the bands that my gear is capable of working. And more than anything, I only put the modes that I use. So actually no, I have CW ready, which I don't use, but primarily I'm on data or voice. So very simple, concise version. And in the template I give you, feel free to go ahead and make a copy of it for yourself and make any changes to the cheat sheets. The next one is APRS. I use APRS pretty heavily, and mine are really to be able to send text messages, emails, and I have one for APRS to SOTA. So it's also a great way for me to spot myself on peaks like I am today if I don't have cell access. The next one is instructions for my auto patch getting into my repeater. So auto patch is one of those rare features that are supported on repeaters these days given the proliferation of cell phones, but it works in my area, so I can actually use the auto patch system to place a phone call through my radio, and this just has basically the process for keying up and then also ending the call. I'm starting or trying desperately to get into WinLink. I have not had a successful WinLink session outside of Telnet. I'm really trying to make 2 meter packet work for me, and I have a cheat sheet here for WinLink. Basically this one is for how to set up the whitelist, and then I have another one for setting up position reports. And Jason, KM4ACK, check out his channel. He was the one who did a video on this one. In fact, he sent me a text message and said, hey, if you're going to get into WinLink, take a look at it for doing position reports. The other ones are checklists, more for my packing so I don't forget anything. This one is kind of my water and meals, and it varies a little bit. And one thing I don't think I told you guys, the reason why I like the laminated cards is because when I'm going through these checklists, I can actually go ahead and use a dry erase marker to either strike through or check off a piece of item I have already packed. The next one batteries and cables. This includes everything from my external BioWino batteries to reminders to charge all my devices, my MobiLink TNC2, my iPhone, my Android, the internal battery on the FT818, and all the necessary cables. This next one here, these are the essentials. These are primarily the things I keep on my person, and they roughly map to the 10 essentials that all backpackers and hikers for the most part use. So this includes things like mapping compass, first aid, so the list goes on. I don't think it's going to come on camera, but I'll throw it up on the screen with a better picture. I also have a list of my outerwear, everything I wear on my person, like my hat, my neck gaiter, my glasses, and it just helps when I'm getting ready in the morning to make sure I'm not missing like my gloves or some small piece of essential outerwear. The next big one here, this is my radio and antenna system. It includes my HF rig and my VHF UHF rig, along with all of the cabling and antennas I need for deployment out in the field. The shelter, this is a little bit dated, but basically when I do these summits on the air, I typically bring with me a tarp shelter that I've shown several times on the channel, but lately I'm getting more into some overnight backpacks, and now that's evolving into my sleeping quilt, my sleeping pad, and my tent and rain fly. So it's just an inventory of the shelter system. And then obviously I'm on YouTube, so my filming gear, batteries, tripods, all of that good stuff. I need to make sure I don't forget about that. And then while this isn't laminated, it is a pocket reference for the Yaesu 817, and it's kind of nice. It's a fold out. Let's do this. And I want to give credit where credit is due. I'm going to try to find it and put a link below, but it's designed to fold up into a wallet, so that's the reason why it's not laminated. And then the last one here, this is a laminated copy of my FCC license. It's just easy to put in here. And in fact, this is the exact same size that when you print it out from the FCC license database. So it's a little bit smaller than the other ones. In terms of what I use to make this, so there is a Google Doc that I'll share with you. All I ask is that you make a copy of it because it's read-only, and then adjust it to your needs. And there are 2 cards per page, and it has a lot of the stuff that's very specific to me, so go ahead and rip that stuff out and replace it with what you need. Then all you need to do is print it on normal 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, black and white. Then I like to take a straight edge like a ruler and a X-Acto knife or blade and cut it down by hand. For these 3x5 cards, I actually bought laminating pouches that are just a little bit bigger than this. I do have to cut the top off a bit, but they work pretty well, relatively inexpensive. And then I have a laminator that I think ran me $17 or $20. I'll put a link below if you guys want to support the channel, along with the 3.5 by 5 inch laminating packets. And then I also do make larger ones for the house that are full 8.5 by 11 sheets. And those include the ARRL band plan, nets that I like to attend with their schedule. I use them for my maps. So on the SOTA activation, here's the map I made for myself for Apache Butte. All right, guys, I have no idea how well any of this is coming on camera, but I thought I would share with you a little bit of soda, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of how I like to deal with reference cards out in the field. Be strong, be safe, and be prepared. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Tango 1 Romeo Uniform November for Summits on the Air, calling all stations.
KF7NP.
KF.
K7TAB.
KF7. Hey Chris, I think I heard your call. K7TAB, you're coming in 5959 into Apache Butte.
Yeah, roger, roger. You're 59 as well. Have fun, Gaston. I'm gonna go join the rookie soda thing on YouTube now. Have fun. 73.